on to the next concept test here. Here we have multiple Boolean expressions mixed with logical, mixed with our if-else statements, and we can use this to evaluate what can be removed in this case. So let's think through this. Here we input an age. It takes the integer value of your age. Then if your age is smaller than 18, it says you're a minor. If your age is between 18 and 40, including 18, it says you're an adult. If your age is 40 or above, then it tells you you're older than dirt. That would include me. And else it prints ageless. What could be removed without changing the code at all, like what it does, the result? Okay, well, take a look at the red and blue sections and see what you can remove without changing the results. Make sure you span the values of below 18, between 18 and 40, and then bigger than 40, and think about it. Okay, program. I have it actually in the code saved with this, so I can make that available to you in class. All right, so take enough time, pause, and take enough time to figure this out. What's happening here? Well, you'll find that both the red and the blue can be removed here, and it won't do anything. Particularly this ageless, I mean, just for fun, put in something like 7 billion for your age, and you'll find that you're still older than dirt, whether you're 40 or 7 billion. So it's this is really unnecessary unless we have some sort of reasonable upper bound on age. Now we're going to move on to these descriptions. When we're talking about making descriptions, it's not like you want to explain all the calculations you do, but more inform the user what they need to input and why, and then what it's going to give them. But you really just want it to be very useful, kind of what you describe a person that your function's going to do for them. You wouldn't say, I'm converting Fahrenheit to Celsius, therefore I will take the Fahrenheit measured, subtract 32, multiply by 5, divide by 9. You're not going to say that in a description. You just simply say, the user gives me Fahrenheit and I convert it to Celsius and return result. All right, so let's see. Here we have a partial function, I'd say. What's a good description for this stock string? Okay, right here. What would be a good description? Well, what is it doing? It's taking the distance, it's taking in the time, and then it's going to return the speed based upon that. So this is true, but it's not complete because it doesn't talk about the arguments in the function. Well, this one talks about the arguments and is true. So that one looks pretty good to me. Calculate the speed given distance and time. Yeah, that's again true. I don't know that it's phrased in the best way. Divide distance by time to return the speed. No, that's not what it's doing, right? So think through each of these. I think B is certainly your best option here. B and C are reasonable, but C is more focused on that describing the calculation rather than what the user needs. Okay, Boolean returning functions. Again, if and only if is another Boolean returning function, and it means basically A if B and A only if B. So it's getting at sufficiency here. So we assume a Boolean function does not return true, it returns a false. It has to be one or the other. Here's a description if odd from earlier. Return true if and only if X is odd. So it'll return true if odd and only if odd. Okay, that's it. All right, so make use of if and only if carefully. We'll talk about this a little bit more in class, I think. I don't know that it's something we'll focus on, but it certainly might come up at times.